Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video. I know we're going to do something really amazing, really fun. We are opening one of the advent calendars by NYX Professionals and I have it right here with me. If you see, it's a pretty big calendar holiday collection. It has 24 items like any other advent calendar, but what's really interesting about NYX is that it's not very costly. So it retails for about $65 I believe, and it's supposed to have 24 products. And since it's NYX, I think I've tried almost everything in their collection, so I'm not expecting to be surprised by this, but we'll see. Now, one very big reason to be excited about this video is because the day I'm actually launching this video is also the week of NYX giving it away for 50% off. So you can actually get it for about $35 on NYX website for all 24 products, which is amazing. Because if you like these products and if you enjoy this video, I'm sure you are going to want to have just for $35, 24 products, which is just about $1 something for each product, which is amazing. Now I want to stop blabbering and I really want to get into this calendar. I've opened up the seal right here, but I haven't really opened up the products. Now this is the whole calendar that we have here. So let's start unboxing this with the number one that we have right here. And I'm going to open these up right in front of the camera. And we have a butter gloss. So I definitely love these butter glosses. They're beautiful shades. And this one's in the shade Madeleine. Now, since I know that we have a full size to these butter glosses, I know that this is one of their minis. So it's still good because you still get to enjoy the color. Now moving on to the number two that we have here. Alright, so here we have it. And this one is the Lip Loving Balm. So I haven't really tried this ever. It's the small Lip Loving Balm. This is everything by NYX Professionals makeup. It's supposed to be 9 grams of product. I'm going to try this lip balm. So the lip balm feels really nice. It feels a little bit too balmy, almost like the Body Shop lip balms that they used to have. But this one gives a little bit of pinkish tinge, which I don't mind personally. Alright, so now that we have the butter gloss, we have the lip balm, let's move on to the number 3 that we have here, which is... Alright, so we get another of those lip colors. It's the Soft Matte Lip Cream by NYX Professionals and it's in the shade Rome. Alright, so I'm going to swatch this right next to Madeleine. And this is definitely a beautiful shade. I've always loved Rome. I've also liked Moscow a lot. But today I'm just going to try Rome on my lips before we move on to the next item. Alright, so we have Rome and Madeleine on my hand, but also I'm wearing Rome today and I think it looks beautiful. It's a beautiful shade. It really suits my olive skin tone and I've always enjoyed these lip creams by NYX because they're really hydrating. They don't dry up on your lips and they don't start to sit in the cracks, which is wonderful. Alright, so without further ado, let's move on to the next product that we have here, which is the number 4 in the advent calendar. Alright, so this one is, an eyeshadow. And this eyeshadow is called Working the North Pole. It's this beautiful pinkish, almost graying eyeshadow. So it's a beautiful color. I like the pinkishness of it. It's not very deep, not very pigmented, but it has a little bit of glitter which really looks nice and it's for a very nudish look. Alright, so now we have 4 done. Let's move on to the number 5 that we have here, which is a matte setting spray. Interesting. So I wasn't expecting a setting spray, especially a matte one for winters because it gets dry and that's not something that I really look forward to. I always keep my face very dewy, hydrated. A little bit glossy glass finish is something that I go for, especially in winters. So this is one of their NYX Professional setting spray with 16-hour wear over makeup. It's one of their little mini bottles. I don't mind it because I could use it in summer months. So let's move on to the 6th product. We have a lot more coming up. So the 6th one is right here and I'm going to poke that in and pull that out. And we have another eyeshadow product. So this one is called Through the Snow eyeshadow. It's a very yellow tinge, almost a glitter eyeshadow. Now I should tell you, I did come very much prepared for this advent calendar. I came with all my cleansing wipes because I had to do all these swatches. So let's start pulling one out because I really need to get some space for showing you this eyeshadow. It's come up very well in my finger, but not so much when I actually transfer it to my hand. It has a very light glitter and it's great for, again, a nude look. It's called the Through the Snow eyeshadow. Alright, so moving on, we are number 7. Let's poke that as well. And let's bring out the next product that we have here, which is a Studio Photogenic HD eyeshadow base. It's one of the minis for the eyeshadow primer. And here is the eyeshadow primer. I'm just going to apply it a little bit here. It spreads really easily. It's very comfortable to wear. It almost gives you this nice matte finish wherein you can really apply your eyeshadow very well. I love the idea of a mini because when you're traveling, you need one of these just to put it in your bag and use it on the go. So I definitely will be using this. Anyways, let's move on to the next product that we have here, which is the number 8. And I'm going to poke that right here. And that's another eyeshadow. It's called Toy with Your Heart. The previous one was a little bit yellow golden. Now this one is a very bronzed up golden. I kind of like this shade a lot. It has this beautiful foil effect, which is what I love. Alright, so now that you can see, we're almost done with one layer of the advent calendar. I was really excited to see a little bit of butter gloss, a little bit of the lip creams. Not so much for the eyeshadows, but the eyeshadow colors are actually very beautiful, especially for a nude look, which you must have seen is something that I always go for. So I am not unhappy. I'm actually a little bit excited for the next few days that we're going to jump into. So let's open up number 9 here that we have. And this one is again a soft matte lip cream. This lip cream is in the shade Budapest. I think it's one of their highest selling lip creams. It's a beautiful shade. It looks great on all skin tones and the lip creams are really comfortable to wear, which is what I love. I'm going to swatch this one. It's this beautiful wine shade that I think anybody can get used to. It looks beautiful on my skin, but also for lighter or darker skin tones. I love the lip creams. I'm really hoping that there are a few more because I think it's one of their best selling products. It's the most comfortable to wear and I don't know how many times have I said that. Now since we swatched Budapest, let me swatch the Rome right next to it so we get to know the difference in the shades. They're so close. Alright, so here we have it. The Rome is the one on the top and Budapest is the one at the bottom. I think Rome is a little lighter, it's a little bit pinkier, while Budapest is a little bit red, a little bit brown, but I think I like both the shades, so that's definitely a win. Alright, so let's move on to the next number that we have here, which is number 10. So that's another eyeshadow, and this is not one of their foil looking eyeshadows. It's more like a matte eyeshadow. It's called Hot Like Cocoa. Not a very deep shade, but definitely beautiful. Okay, so I think I like this shade. I've swatched it right here. And it's a beautiful cocoa shade. It looks a little bit like coffee and it also looks good on my skin tone. Maybe for a little bit of a deeper skin tone, it may not show up as much. I think it goes really well with the fall like golden that we had here. So these are very good to pair together. So let's move on to the next product that we have here, which is number 11. Okay, here we have a very gold shade. It's called Wrapper of the Year, which truly looks like a wrapper. I think the name does it justice. So I have swatched here Wrapper of the Year right next to the other two shades that we had in glitter, and I think it looks really beautiful. So moving on to the next one that we have here, which is number 12. Alright, so this is again a soft matte lip cream. Alright, so here is the swatch for London. It's a beautiful nude shade and I think it looks really nice on my skin tone. I'd love to have such nude shades and I think I've loved London in the past. Just because it's a mini, I'm a little disappointed. Alright, so we've done half of the advent calendar. We're at number 13. I am still excited. So let's pop this one open as well. So this one is the shade Workshop. It's the eyeshadow shade. Again, one of those glitter ones. I don't mind it. It's beautiful wine shade. Okay, so here we have Workshop. I think it's a beautiful foil-like eyeshadow. It looks very similar to the other one, which is called Working the North Pole. The one we tried a little while ago, but I want to swatch these right next to each other. The Working the North Pole is a little lighter. If you notice, it's got a little bit more orangish or darker tones. This one's a little bit reddish toned, which is Workshop. I think I like Workshop as well, but both are beautiful. Workshop has a little bit extra glitter, so I think I don't mind either of them. Anyways, let's move on to the next one that we have here, which is number 14, and that is another soft matte lip cream. I think NYX is really listening to me because I wanted a few of these soft matte lip creams and they're beautiful shades. I really enjoy them. Now this one is in the shade Stockholm. I think it looks great for a winter look. I think these lip creams are great. So this advent calendar is not as bad. So let's just move on to the number 15 that we have here. And I'm expecting this one to be an eyeshadow because of this. Is this square? And yes, it's an eyeshadow. It's a matte eyeshadow and it's in the shade Down to Dash. It's a very pale shade, almost like a bone shade to my skin tone. Since it's so close to my skin color, I don't see that color really showing through, but it's great to have a bone shade all the time. Anyways, let's move on. We're on number 16. So let's open this one up as well. And here we have another setting spray. Alright, so here we have the Dewy Finish setting spray by NYX Cosmetics. It's supposed to be this dewy finish, which is what I was talking about previously. I'm going to apply this right on my face. Alright, so here is the setting spray. I'm going to zoom you in so you can see all the action on my face. Okay, so that's not bad. I think NYX is really listening to me. We got a nice dewy finish setting spray. We also have the matte setting spray. We have a few beautiful matte eyeshadow shades with a bone shade as well. We also have a few shimmer shades, some foil-like, some not so much glittery. We have a beautiful range of soft matte lip creams and one, I believe, lip gloss, which is amazing. We also have a lip balm. So all in all, I'm currently liking it. Let's move on to the last line that we have here of the advent calendar. And let's open up number 17. And this is a soft matte lip cream. Now this one's in the shade Istanbul. Alright, so this is definitely not nude. It's a little bit too jazzy for my liking. It's this beautiful pink shade that I probably would not apply. It's a wonderful finish, but I don't think this is a shade that I'm going to go for. Anyways, that was Istanbul. Still good, we're liking it. Let's move on to number 18 that we have here. Okay, so we have another This Is Everything, but this is the lip scrub that they have. I'm not sure how that's going to be exfoliating, so let me just try this on. It has very fine exfoliants. I'm not sure what that is. I've never tried this lip scrub, nor have I ever tried their lip balm. So this is very new to me, but because it's a lip balm and a lip scrub, I don't mind it. I've always loved extra skincare because you can never have enough of it and they almost always get empty, so I don't mind it at all. So let's move on to the number 19 that we have here, a butter gloss again. So this is the butter gloss in the shade Vanilla Cream Pie. Since we're getting all these minis, it's a great way to try different shades, to try different colors, and really see for yourself if you would want to buy one of their full sizes. So here is the lip gloss. If you see, it has a little bit of a glossy finish. Here is Istanbul. It's got a nice matte, comfortable lip cream finish. So I think the lip gloss would really look good if somebody likes Istanbul a lot. Also on its own, I think it will have this nice pinkish shade, which I don't mind. So I'm still okay with the lip gloss of that deep pink shade. So now we're on number 20 and I'm already at loss of words. But let's see what we can get. So we have another butter gloss. It's called Rocky Road. It's a beautiful deep wine shade. And I think I would definitely love it. I've always loved deep reds. Alright, so here we have Rocky Road. It's the last one right here. I love the fact that NYX butter glosses are really pigmented. You don't have to really wear a lip color underneath that to really show off the color. I think it's one of their main selling points, which is lovely. I'm going to apply this right over my lip color just to see how it looks. I'm definitely loving the combination of these lip shades. It's this Rocky Road with the shade Rome, which was lovely. So I think they both look really good together. Let's get back to opening up the last 4 that we have here, one of which is number 21, is again a butter gloss, and it's in Cinnamon Roll shade. Alright, so here we have Cinnamon Roll. It's a beautiful brownish shade, a little bit gray toned, but I don't mind it. I think I'm really enjoying it. So let's move on to the number 22 that we have here, which is the Liquid Illuminator by NYX Cosmetics. It's called Born to Glow. I have tried this previously and I think this shade really matches my skin tone, so I don't mind it at all. Alright, so that's one swipe of the Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator. If I just spread it all across, I think it looks beautiful. It has a little bit of a glittery tinge. It does not look like a very clean finish, and that's unlike that of MAC Cosmetics. Their liquid illuminators are really beautiful. Their strobe creams are very beautiful, but I don't mind this. This is a mini size. And moving on, let's get to the next color that we have here, or next product that we have here, which is number 23. We're almost at the very end of it all. So let's just open this up, and it's the finishing powder. It's the finishing powder by NYX Cosmetics. It's their HD finishing powder. It's the mineral based finishing powder. It's got 3.3 grams. I think this is their mini size again, but I don't mind it. It's the translucent shade, so it would look good on all skin tones. And I'm not going to be trying this on so that I can gift it to somebody. I do have a lot of powders that I think I need to start to give away, so this is going to jump into that pile. And let's close this video with the 24th product of this advent calendar, and here it is, and let's open that up. Alright, so here we have the eyeshadow shade called Reindeer Coat. It's a very deep dark brown shade. I think it's a beautiful shade. I would definitely use it. It's very deep, very pigmented. I think that's definitely a plus. And if you're looking for something just to create that beautiful smudged eyeliner look, I think this shade looks really good. So ladies and gentlemen, that was all for the advent calendar by NYX Cosmetics. But I think I enjoyed this calendar. I think it looks great. I love the lip colors that I'm wearing right now. But that is all for this video. If you loved this video, don't forget to smash that like button and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I will see you in my next video next week. But until then, you take care, love yourself, and stay happy. Bye.
I've changed for the better this time.